AMC.com/Halt and Catch Fire. Watch the full episode there. And yeah, let's get right into it. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my opinions, pros and cons, and final score at the end. Real quick, just a little feeling I have for all TV shows that on episode 2. Now, this doesn't apply to every single TV show, but in a sort of way. Season 1 is very important. I mean, episode 1 out of any season, season 3, season 4, season 2, season 1, episode 1 is super important. But it's very hard to explain, but it doesn't know where it's going until, later on. You know how The Walking Dead season 1, episode 1 felt different from episode 6 of the final, season 1. So it finds its legs somewhere, and it finds its tone and the style. Of course, Halt and Catch Fire is already a, show that's already found its style, but now season 2 is heading in a different direction. Episode 1 last week is, it was a little, it's a little messy, but it's finding its legs. It's going to find its style, and this episode 2 is important as episode 1 and as the season finale for any show is. Episode 2 is what defines the style, what defines this tone. Episode 3 and episode 4, sure, they're okay episodes of any show, but episode 1, 2, and the final episode are the most important out of the whole season. That's how it is. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out there real quick. Episode 2 of any show is as important. Not every episode is as important, but episode 1, episode 2, and the final episodes are very important to the style and tone of the show. Just a little inside my brain. Anyway, I'm sorry I wasted your time. Let's get right to it. Insidious Chapter 3 review coming later today. Stay tuned on that. So Bosworth is back. He's working at Mutiny. That's going down. And looks like Donna created the first early chat room. And they had a first person in the chat room, and he exited out. I don't blame him, man. Only if you knew that Donna was the creator, I'd probably stay on that chat room and be like, hey, what's up? And she'd be like, what's up? And I'd be like, this isn't fun, never mind. Let's get out of there. So Joe meets, I believe his fiance's name is Sarah. I think that's her name. Sarah, her dad, and his name is Jacob. His name is Jacob Wheeler or Weiler. It's just going to say Jacob. And he basically, he's rich and oil and everything. And he basically offers Joe a job. And it's the opening scene where they're at this airplane field and everything. Very random place to meet, but whatever, I guess. Gordon builds this big machine and modems and everything with Atari and old computers, and he just mixes it all together. And Donna's really mad because she didn't approve of Bosworth entering Mutiny. Only Cameron did, and that's not good leadership or partnership. Cameron is the wild style here, and here's Donna. She needs to know. This is the greatest thing about Halt and Catch Fire. Season 1 kind of lacked, in a way, on Cameron and Donna. Really a lot on Donna. We didn't get to see a lot of Donna in Season 1. Didn't focus. But Season 2 looks like it's more about Cameron and Donna, and Gordon and Joe are to the side. That's a good thing. Because the way Cameron and the actress and Donna and the actress, too, they're great. They're phenomenal. Everyone's phenomenal on the show, but still, great writing for Cameron and Donna, so they're focusing more on them. Again, Donna's really angry. Gordon's playing tank battle, and it's starting to lag. He's like, that's not fair, with his glasses. That's not fair, all that. And Mutiny doesn't get money. I think Cameron and Donna went to a meeting to see if they could get money for, new IPs and all that. And that didn't work because they're just not fit for it. They're not ready yet. They're not ready for that world. Why go ask for money, man? Create your money yourself. Anyway, Joe is at a data entry. That's his new job. Here's Joe already in slick and everything in his suit. And then right there, it's just a low-life place of just boring faxing and everything. They got fax this. Oh, you gotta ask my permission to go use that computer every time you want to use it. It's really? It's what's going on here, So basically, his fiance's dad is torturing him, basically doing that to test him out, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to go through with this. They're not going to last forever. I'm talking about as the data entry job. That's not going to last. So, can you pick up the kids? Gordon tells Stan. I'm going to try to rush through, so I'm taking too long, guys. Can you pick up the kids? He's all coked. Basically, Gordon's coked out the whole episode most of the time. and he's gonna go fix the game. He gives Yo-Yo and a few of the Mutiny kids tips on how to fix the lag and everything. And why would we play if it's random? You know, that type of thing. So they call, and one of the Mutiny guys is like, "Hey, someone get Donna. Her kids are trying to be getting kidnapped. Her kids just got kidnapped," or something like that. Like, try to get kidnapped. He's like, "Shit." So that went down. Someone hacked onto Mutiny, and this is where the episode kind of gets a low at the moment in my mind. Someone hacked into it. His name is Tom Rendon, and they had to pirate him, Cameron, because you could see this is going to be a love interest just for a little bit. Just the way he's all smooth, and he's a hacker, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I hacked in, I built the XT thing, blah 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 blah." And I bet Cameron was just like looking at him, and he was like, "Blah blah blah blah, I love you, blah blah blah. Oh, look at my abs, blah blah blah." And she was just like, "You're hired." So, and again, Donna's angry because I just spent all day doing lawyer things and blah 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 to get some legal status up in here, and you're just like, hire him. I'm threatening, I'm gonna leave if you're being a bitch, basically, like that, the whole thing. So the kids read John's note to Cameron. That's something else, the real deal. So really, that was going on. They were like, and they're reading in Bosworth, like when he was in prison. "Dear Cameron, you know, blah blah blah," and here comes Bosworth. "Finish it." "What? No, I'm sorry." No, finish it." That was intense. It's stupid. That's one of my cons, that whole scene. But yet it was really, well, done, but just, you'll see in the cons. You'll see. Anyway, we're towards the end of the episode. Cameron's name is Catherine. Plot twist. No. Cameron was her dad's name, that's why they used it. Technically, I'm going to call her Catherine from now. No, I'm going to call her Cameron. So John takes time off there. Yesterday you said today, just do it! No, I'm kidding. Gotta swallow that in. It's like, just do it! I'm not gonna go through with that. Anyway, Bosworth takes time off. What the hell? It's just like, "Oh yeah, I'm working at Mutiny. I'm employee number 17. 10 minutes later, "I need to take some time off, Cameron. I just can't do this. That's basically how it went. I was like, "What? You just got..." No. Con. That's a con. Con! No. Anyway, Gordon's working, and he throws the Coke. Later, he's probably going to go like, "Oh shit, where's the Coke? Where's the Coke?" Basically like that. And he's working like at a line in the end, like 50 people on a modem or something. I don't get that, but he's working to make Mutiny a better place, and he's buying pizza for Mutiny because they don't want Donna to know about the kids and the kidnapping, so they're getting money and pizza and all that, blah blah blah. I think he said for a month, but I heard a website, because I go and check other people's opinions to get an idea, and they said like for lifetime, whatever, "I'll buy you pizza." He does have money to buy them for quite some time, but that pizza, dude, man, a steak and a pizza, come on. You got me right there. You got my attention now. That sounds delicious. Anyway, let's get right to it, the pros and cons. First off, my cons, just to get that out of the way so I can piss you off. No, I'm kidding. Bosworth leaving. He's not done from the show, not one bit. Bosworth's going to be in there for a long time. I mean, for the season-wise. But you just got back. And we're like, "Oh, he's joining Mutiny. This is going to be an interesting season." Oh, and time off. He didn't leave. He just time off. And I was just like, it's only been 40 minutes this episode's been airing, and he's leaving. Oh, well, you know. Yeah. No. Okay, whatever. The writers are just trolling us. Like, anyway, Joe's fiance, I'm not really feeling it. Like, when she was calling him, and he was at data entry, and he's like, "Oh, you know, it's okay. Oh, how's your day? No, how's your day?" And basically, just the way her facial and just the reaction and the way she talked to him, I'm just not feeling it. Like the thing with Cameron and the hacker guy. I'm not saying it's true love or anything, but it feels like they're gonna have a romance. It's obvious, but I'm just not feeling those new relations. I feel, again, like Joe belongs to Cameron and Cameron belongs to Gordon. Teresa? No. Seriously. I do feel like I just don't feel that love. I feel like I'm not saying Joe's faking it, but I feel like Joe's not. I feel like Joe's just doing it just to do it. I feel like Joe's just like, life's short, whatever. Whatever happened to the Joe where he was like the Joe McMillan man, and now it's just Joe. We need Joe McMillan back. I'm gonna build something no one else has the balls to do. It's like, what? Yes. Where's that Joe? Now Joe's just like a bitch, basically, with a suit, and he's just with gross toupee and everything. It's like, what's going on, Lee Pace? Come on now. And the whole Bosworth's note, that scene was funny. Yeah, it was funny, and it was intense, but it wasn't really needed. And then Cameron was like, go home. This is my home. Well, then go somewhere where I don't see you for a very long time. And I was like, no, I'm not buying that. That was horrible. That was a bad writing at that moment. I was like, no. We gotta take a step back, please. Let's go back. And now let's go to my pros. Like, first off, the opening, Lee Pace and the dad, who seems like a villain. Like, he'd be like an Iron Man villain or something, like a Marvel villain. He's just like, I'll give you a job. I have a lazy eye, just like that guy from Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. His name's Mike. I kind of look like him, kind of look like William Hurt. Mixed together. Basically like that. It's like, oh, you're one of those guys. But the opening was really well done. I do like how Joe is just like, how are you going to treat my daughter? What's your goal? Well, sir, my goal is to have children. No, I don't know what he said. I forgot. It's been like 9 hours. But the music, dude, the music. When Gordon was working on the computer, it was like, I tweeted out, man, Gordon needs to dance to the beats, dude. The music in here is just so 80s, because it's like 1985, so why not? Where's my Pat Benatar, though? I'm waiting for Pat Benatar. Anyway, Gordon, Scoot McNairy owned this episode, dude. Just the way he's funny and coked out, and I still don't like the way that Gordon's going. Like, he just feels so different from season 1. Now, if he gets a beard and he does cocaine, even better. But again, Scoot McNairy and Gordon, the character, he's amazing, and he steals the show this episode. He's really shown a lot in this episode, in the way that he goes to mutiny, and the way that he's working at home, and he's just getting back to the things that he loves to do and what he knows to do. The women, Cameron and Donna, the way they're written and the way they're used, and not like used as in the show, the way that they're shown and the way that they're progressing is just so amazing. How we've seen them, Cameron from a little person who wouldn't have made it anywhere in life to now where she has her own game developing company in the 80s. Why not, you know? I still prefer her with short hair for some reason. I like her with loose hair, but still. Don't know why. Anyway. The directing. This is the greatest thing about Halt and Catch Fire. The lighting here, dude. If you've seen the lighting and data entry, it's so dark, and the opening shot and the ending shot, the lighting and the directing and the camera angles are so freaking beautiful, and it's artistic in a sort of way. You have to think about it, but if you don't think about it, then you're going to miss it. So do not miss it, because it's pretty freaking spectacular, man. Joe's fiance's dad, even though he's more of a, I made fun of him earlier, but, he's a pretty good guy, I guess. Pretty interesting. I'll see where he goes. Hopefully he's not there till the final episode. Like, I doubt he'll be with Sarah by the end. If they get married, ooh, ooh. No. Oh, man. Joe belongs to Cameron. You could disagree. But, it's crazy, but whatever. My opinion's more better. I'm kidding. The funny and the whole kidnapping thing, like I said, funny scenes. There's a bunch of funny scenes. And mutiny, again, like last week, it feels real. It feels like it's not choreographed. Everyone's just eating pizza and throwing, and they're childish, man. And Yo-Yo's like, Bosworth, you working here? Oh, man, did they teach you how to type in prison? It's like, oh, fuck you big son of a bitch, Chinese motherfucking orange chicken, goddamn. Basically like that. I was like, you're funny. And the whole gaming aspect, because I used to be a gamer. I'm still a gamer, but I just don't game as much because I'm busy doing YouTube. E3's next week. I have a summer school next week, by the way. 6 weeks of summer school, Monday through Thursday. Like, 6 hours at summer school for 6 weeks, Monday through Thursday. Just drop out, guys. Drop out. Don't go to school. Boring. When you could have a life like this. Seriously, drop out. Anyway, I'm going to give this episode a A-, dude. It's better than last week's episode. It's better than the season premiere. And it's getting super interesting now. Again, you heard the cons, but you've heard the pros. Now it's your time to give me your pros and cons. And comment down below. Let me know, what did you think about the Halt and Catch Fire episode. I think it was pretty great. Because, again, it brings the humor, brings the intensity, and they show more Gordon, and they're really progressing with Donna and Cameron. Now, my other con is barely any Joe. They barely show Joe, and when they show Joe, I want to see Joe with Gordon. I want to see her with Cameron, or him with Cameron and Donna. I want to see the group back, the squad goals, bro. Till next time, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next week. I may do it next Monday because summer school. I'm busy. YOLO. Until next time, may the Spock be with you always.